We got the timing wrong. Hello, thanks. Um, not entirely sure who's joining us, but that's okay. People will join later. Hello, and welcome to something completely different. Um, we have had other friends playing a dating sim. Corvus not interested in that dating sim because it looks um let's just say something happened that was not exactly Corvus's vibe. So Corvus is going to do something that she wants to do. Corvus has not played a dating sim before, but there is one Corvus is interested in. Yes, because of the specific nature of what it involves. Welcome to Doki Doki Anomaly. And what Corvus is referring to as the Smooch Containment Protocol. That is right. We are going to try and date an SCP anomaly. The first recorded death associated with SCP 8008 occurred on December 18th of 1997. I am not familiar with SCP 8008. I don't know if it was solely created just for this game or not. Hold space to skip rapidly. We're not going to do that. The victim, John Paul Reval, age 38, Caucasian male, was found pinned under his Dodge truck. Or at least it wasn't a Ford. Police on scene reported him being smushed to the neck like an empty tube of toothpaste. Dear God. Exact wording. Wow. He was also smiling ear to ear and wearing a pair of novelty spiral lens glasses. I'm assuming that's SCP-808. The SCP Foundation became involved later when the local detective assigned to the case was also found dead, dismembered by his own lawnmower. Smiling broadly and wearing the same glasses. Apparently, this anomalous pair of novelty glasses, deemed SCP-808, or sorry, 8008, allows the wearer to fall in love with literally anything. SCP-8008 log, October 6, 1999. The entire first cohort of researchers assigned to the anomaly has been redacted. The first three researchers were killed by an H2 pencil, so a number 2 pencil, a diamond necklace, and a pool noodle. The last was found in all the data after that has been expunged. So what the hell am I supposed to do with this? I shut the SCP 8008 case file in disgust and tucked the folder in my arm. Corvus is pretty sure what the joke is supposed to be for 8008. He thinks. Who'd I piss off to get assigned to a nominee with a 100% casualty? Yeah, why did I get assigned to a counterclass? Must be because of the SCP 458 incident last month. Stupid infinite piece. Hey! SCP 458 is amazing. It is exactly what it says. It is an infinite pizza box. It gives you whatever type of pizza that you want, and it does not empty. Damn it. The heavy doors to SCP-173, the sculpture's enclosure, are already open when I arrive. Oh, damn it. Um, that is exactly what I am doing, Dan. That is exactly what Corvus is doing. You're the only one here. You get to decide which route we take on our first playthrough. My assistant, Dr. Thurin Sherman. I know this guy. I follow this guy on YouTube. Smiles briefly at me as I enter the room, then returns to reviewing his notes. It is literally mentioning Dr. Sherman from Site 42. He actually endorsed this game. He flicked his pen in an elaborate loop between his fingers. Dr. Sherman for you. His nervous fidget. The dozen D-class inmates inside are all staring intently at vaguely peanut-shaped sculptures standing motionless in the corner of the room. After all, it only takes an instant when nobody has it in the direct line of sight. Even a blink at the wrong time, and it will snap all of our necks in an instant. Ah, here comes Dr. Field now from his experiment with SCP-682. Morning. He seems distracted. Morning, sir. Everything all right? He blinks, seeming to refocus. Yes. Yes. Everything's fine. I look at the strange pair of glasses Dr. Fields is handing me. That's it. I take SCP-8008, the novelty glasses from him, noting how light they are. Just a dark plastic frame and spiral patterned lenses. Dr. Field wiped his hands off of his lab coat as if to get rid of anything the glasses may have left behind. They look funny, but let me tell you. He swallows nervously. They're no joke. Dr. Field nods and takes his leave. All right. I settle into the flimsy aluminum chair at the table provided and activate the microphone. No turning back now. I take a deep breath and put on SCP-8008, the novelty glasses. Oh, hi. Um, hello. Ready to use the first one for, Peanut. Hi, Peanut. Uh, hi. I clear my throat, hoping my nerves won't be too noticeable in the video recording. Hello, SCP-173. Whether she's thinking deeply or completely brain dead, I can't tell. Can you understand me? That was something. I'll be continuing experimentation with you. Is that alright? She seems confused. Were you expecting someone else? If she's looking for my predecessor, she's gonna be disappointed. Oh no. They're not coming back, sweetheart. What do you think, Dan? Um, maybe we can be friends. Oh, she's smirking. She seems to like that idea. Beside me, Dr. Sherman scribbled something in his notes. Sherman! Sherman! I don't want to talk about him, but you're right. Oh, snap! She don't talk! I'm glad. Her voice sends shivers up my spine. I need to compose myself. Return to the basics. Our goal here is to clarify exactly how SCP-8008 produces its hallucinations and to better understand its psionic properties. We will compare my subjective experience to the audio, video footage, and Dr. Sherman's notes. To begin, I will show you some images. Is that alright, SCP-173? Why can't I call her the Peanut? Okay. She seems pretty eager. Perhaps this won't be as hard as I expected. Okay. I show her the image of a monarch butterfly in summer. What do you see? Butterfly. A butterfly? You know what a butterfly is? She's so difficult to read. Next, I show her the image of a human face. And this? Uh. What? Your lot? What? What? Exactly. Where are you, my love? Sir, what's wrong? I hadn't realized it, but I'd stood up. The small hairs on the back of my neck are standing straight up. A Corvus has hairs all over his body. Corvus is fluffy. Everything inside me is screaming to get away from this creature. Nothing. I'm fine. It takes all of my self-control to force myself to sit down. Okay, then. I can do this. Lastly, I show her an image of her actual face. The blank, spray-painted eyes stare up from the paper. Last one, okay? What do you see here? Confronted with the image of her actual face, she seems distressed. Oh, she doesn't like what she looks like. Oh, no. Uh-oh. The twisted body of one of the declass personnel swam suddenly onto the table, looking up at me with wide eyes. His body is spasming at the sudden disconnection from his brainstem. His head is turned 180 degrees. I should have turned on the filter. Um, Viewer discretion advised. What just happened? I didn't see. I believe Sherman. Sherman, you know better than to blink. Sherman. The man on the table has stopped twitching, his irises mid-dilated. Around the room, the remaining D-class have their back against the walls. One woman is hyperventilating, covering her eyes. I blinked too. And me, shut up, D-class. And me, not again. Everyone just happened to blink at the same time. I will remind D-Class personnel that any deviation from eye contact protocol will have severe consequences. We can see that. Beyond the obvious. Right. I almost jump out of my chair as the timer beeps. We're gonna end here for today. Please don't be upset. We'll be back tomorrow, okay? She seems relieved about that. Is that really something I should be happy about? Oh, it is actually distorted audio. I understood that. Her voice. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. I remove SCP-8008, taking a moment to wipe the sweat from my face. Without the glasses, I can see SCP-173 as it actually is. A monster of concrete and rebar, looming right in front of me. The corpse on the table seems to be staring at it, afraid to look away even in death. Nothing. I scrubbed through the grainy video again. Oh, wait! Was that not me? I scrubbed through the grainy video again. No evidence of the young woman I'd been speaking to in the testing chamber. No evidence that SCP-173 was in any way communicating with me. It's just me, wearing those ridiculous glasses. Talking to myself. Get 5,000 or die. Okay. Okay then. I don't want to die. Uh-oh. Do that one on. Now get 3,500 points or I'll break your leg. Oh, shit! Okay then. Hi, sis! Are you gonna break my legs? Or, if you click on my face, okay. What the heck? I wake with a start. What was that dream? Something about legs? And... Oh, hi! Hi, Peanut! What the hell? You're welcome? For what? She's gone. I reach up to touch my face, terrified that I might find SCP-8008 there. It's just me. Okay. So the effects happen from just being in contact with it, apparently. So, what did I just see? I dress and head down to the cafeteria to get some water. A clock on the wall reads just past 2 in the morning. It's so quiet. Where am I? Why am I at SCP-8008's containment locker? I I hadn't meant to come here. Is this how it starts? I slowly back away from the locker, the halogen lights in the hallway feeling overly bright, exposing. Then I notice something odd about SCP-8008's locker. The padlock is askew, as if someone has been tampering with it. I don't know what you saw. You mean with the 8008? What are you referring to, Dan? I realize it's been unlocked and then replaced backwards to hide the unclasped mechanism. You're trying to get that past Corvus. Corvus knows what locks are supposed to look like. Looking inside, I can confirm my fear. Oh. It's gone. Corvus had nothing to do with it. Corvus didn't do anything. Uh, Corvus is positive that Corvus did not do it. Corvus checked all his pockets, my face, and even on top of my head just to be sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a boob joke. What are you doing here? I almost jumped out of my skin at the sudden voice. Singer! The third researcher from our cohort is leaning against the doorway, arms crossed. She's wearing her lab coat, a pair of green slippers, and a concerned scowl. Well, it's not what it looked like. I didn't even mean to come here. She waves away my concern, standing up straight. I know. What? It dawns on me that Dr. Stinger had been assistant to the previous lead researcher, the one who'd been redacted out of all the files. Had a feeling I'd find one of you here tonight. It's just the same as last time. I'm glad I caught you before. She runs her hands up and down her arms. I'm not so sure you did. I move aside to show her the open containment locker. Dr. Stinger's eyes go wide. It wasn't me. Then who? Fields! He had been acting strangely today. Hey! Without warning, Dr. Stinger had me by the lapel of my coat and is dragging me out into the hallway. Hey, what the? She yanks me into a dead sprint, still not explaining herself. I'm barely able to keep up. Oh, we officially have a containment breach. Dr. Stinger pulls the containment breach alarm as we pass it, and I realize just how much trouble we're in. The alarms are deafening. I've only ever heard them once before, at the site I'd been transferred from. 14 people had died that night. Oh dear. That's light. The hallway rocks violently. Oh no. Fine dust pours from the concrete ceiling, catching in my throat as we run. I cough hoarsely, my lungs already burning from the unfamiliar exercise. My worst fears are confirmed as we round the final corner. All I can see is a cloud of billowing dust and stone debris. Who got out? Huge shards of rock have gouged the walls on the far end of the corridor, exploding from the wall that had been SCP-682 temporary containment chamber. Oh no. Well, we know why that's bad. I jump as a hand grasps my trouser leg. To my horror, I recognize Dr. Vita, the fourth and final researcher in our cohort. His lips and chins are crimson with blood. His torso has been pulped by metal shrapnel. Oh. I barely have time to process it before a shape looms out of the new hole in the wall. It's big. Ahead of us, Dr. Fields is standing with his arms raised towards it. I can't see his face, but I know he's wearing SCP-8008. The massive Tether-class anomaly crawls over the pile of debris. Yellow acid smart pours off of its body. It spots Dr. Singer and I. My body freezes, pinned by those hateful yellow eyes. My beloved! My queen! He looks so small next to her. I did as you asked. Now we can be together. Disgusting. It snapped Dr. Field up in its crocodilian jaw, faster than I can believe. Dr. Field screams as SCP-682 shakes him back and forth like a doll. I can hear his body breaking. SCP-8008 flies off and lands near my feet. A wave of desire to put them on washes over me. What do we do? I'll put them on. Oh, hi. She's big. She holds Dr. Fields by the torso in one of her hands. His screams become gurgles as my mind struggles to understand what it's seeing. Dr. Fields' body seems to dissolve in ragged chunks, as if something unseen is tearing him apart. Then it occurs to me. She is. Then he's gone. Interesting. Gunfire erupts from behind SCP-682. I hit the floor just as bullets whip through the air around me, sending up sprays of sharp stone where they hit the tiles. I cover my head. Even above the sirens and gunfire, I can hear SCP-682 shriek as it entered the rage state. Oh no. The floor rocks under me as another section of the building collapses. Then suddenly, the shower of debris and bullets stops. Even sound seems muted. I decide to risk it. Carefully, I open one dust-covered eye to see a pair of bare, gray feet standing just inches from my face. After a moment of confusion, it dawns on me. SCP-096 had been moved into the adjoining cell block for testing. I cover my eyes in an instant, praying I haven't seen its face somehow. To see SCP-096's face is certain death. You. Me? Its voice reeks through the high-ceiling chamber, followed by a howl from SCP-096 as it too entered the rage state upon being glimpsed. This is not a good situation! I blindly began to crawl away from the sounds of fighting as the two anomalies clash. I hope desperately on going in the opposite direction. A huge chunk of concrete strikes me in the back, crushing the air from my lungs in a whoosh. I can't breathe. I can't breathe! My vision goes soft around the edges as the life is slowly crushed out of me. Is this it? Something is pulling on my legs. Something impossibly strong. I feel hands around my ankles. I gasp as the pressure on my chest is released and light returns to the world. Oh, hi, hon! Yes, thank you. Okay. So, you're Monica. Got it. She's gone. I hear voices. I hear Dr. Sherman shouting? Why is he shouting? Doctor! Can you hear me? I try to respond, but it turns into a hacking cough. My throat is full of dust. Who promoted Corvus to doctor? That was a bad idea. You're alright. He helped me to sit up and wait while I cough a while longer. Miraculously, I seem to be unharmed. What does the VD stand for? Oh, oh. Let's get you to the medical ward. Okay. He supports me as I stand. Glancing backwards as we turn to leave, I see the slab of concrete that almost killed me. And the trail through the dust from where SCP-173 had dragged me to safety. Why? Even with the SCP-8008, that behavior doesn't make sense from Peanut. I'm hooked up to several machines in a private room. My heartbeat sounds quick and irregular on the monitor. Isn't this a bit excessive? Dr. Sherman looked up at me from a chair in the corner. His lips twisted into a wry grin. You know, for someone so smart, you're a real idiot. That that's an honor to be called an idiot by Dr. Sherman. There. I leaned back in my nest of pillows. Is Dr. Singer alright? Yeah, she's fine. She had the sense to run when she saw what happened to Dr. Fields. I nod awkwardly. He stands and hands me a glass of water from the bedside table. I drain the glass, not realizing how thirsty I'd been. And the breach? Dr. Sherman sighs at that, then shoves his hand in his pocket. Word around the site is they were able to contain both SCP-682 and SCP-096. But SCP-173 is missing. Should I tell him SCP-173 saved my life? Its containment chamber was found opened. We need to find SCP-173. I think I might be in danger. That's as much as I'm willing to say. Sherman's eyes narrow. The task force personnel are already down in the tunnel searching for it. They won't find her. It. They won't find it. Right. Sorry. Why not? How do I explain it to him? We need to ask someone who was there. Everyone who saw what happened was torn apart. Other than you. Not everyone. Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Theron, I don't have a lot of time. It's hard to explain. He crosses his arms for a moment, then seems to deflate. Fine. Suppose someone has to keep watch over you. A chill runs down my spine at that. I can't help but wonder if SCP-173 is watching me even now. There's no time to lose. Uh... No, we're gonna stay on the. You wanna go the 9-6 route? Okay. As per protocol, no one is actually allowed to enter 096's containment chamber. Shy guy. Or in this case, shy girl. The risk of accidentally glimpsing his face is just too high. Not yet. They only have the 3. I believe they are working on coding in additional, though. The risk of accidentally glimpsing his face is just too high. And that's all it would take. SCP 096 cannot be stopped once you've seen its face. It will find you and kill you, no matter what. Is this really such a good idea, Dan? Around us, the armored task force personnel watch carefully, wary for any sign of trouble. Dr. Sherman, Dr. Stinger, and I stop in front of SCP-096's sealed doorway. We don't have to do this. What do you mean nothing about this game is a good idea? I want to romance the cute SCP. Would you rather go ask the big lizard what it saw? Dr. Sherman's face drains the color just thinking about it. Guess not then. Shall we? Dr. Stinger hesitates before initiating the audio link. She didn't say anything at all to me yesterday. So don't be disappointed if this doesn't go like you hope. I nod and she punches in the code. Dr. Sherman hands me SCP-8008, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. Centering myself, I put them on. She's singing? What? It's beautiful. Like a bird. It sounds so sad. Almost lonely. Oh, hi. She stopped. Hi. Uh, hello? She wants us to look away from the console. But I can't even. Okay, sweetie. She's begging us. Dr. Stinger and Sherman both look awkwardly at the floor. Is that better? I don't know which one I want to go after right now. Um. Alright, they're probably gonna have a choice at some point, but you have a beautiful voice. Please don't let. Oh, sweetie. Oh, she is shy. I'm not lying. You really do. You're welcome. Dr. Sherman is looking at me oddly. I need to keep this on track. I need to talk to you about yesterday. No. I hate her. Don't make me. Oh. She screams so loud the speaker cuts out, but we can still hear it clearly through the wall. The task force team leader steps forward, ready to intervene. Stand down. I try to put as much authority as I can into my voice. With Dr. Field dead, I am the highest ranking official at this facility. I outrank Dr. Sherman? What? What? God help us all. Through his visor, I watched the man's eyes flicker between my face and my Class 5! Holy shit. Yeah, that goddamn fucking tree. Stand down. The task force man exhales and returns to his post. I've watched him a moment longer before returning my attention to SCP-096. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Please talk to me. You're going to have her look at me again. No! I swear SCP-682 won't come anywhere near you. I just wanted to ask about SCP-173. We just need to know where it went. Then you'll leave me alone? Yes. Then we'll leave you alone. Did you see the adorable nod? That was so cute! Just like that? She's going to tell us? I try not to let my excitement show on my face. I want something first. Damn it. I knew it couldn't be that easy. What do you need in return? At my side, Dr. Sherman shoots me a look. I shrug. Her request might turn out to be something we can actually easily accommodate. You want a bird. A bird? Aww. That's sweet. We're getting it! 96th floor! You mean out in the mountains? Okay. Sure. You can have some recorded bird song. That was not the right answer. Again, we're forced to cover our ears with the piercing noise. I want a real bird! Ignore the typo. Real bird song! At that moment, the task force leader radio chirps, signaling an incoming transmission. He looks at it quizzically, then opens the receiver. The screaming from the other end almost makes him drop the device. Reinforcements! Send reinforce... The voice is abruptly cut off. But that ain't good. The radio goes dead. Nobody says anything for a long moment. Eventually, I cleared my throat. We're getting her a damn real bird. We'll get you a real bird. We can have it by tomorrow. Then you'll tell us about what happened to SCP-173? You're welcome. I take off SCP-8008 more aggressively than necessary, and the image on the girl on the screen is replaced by lifeless data. She wants birds. I nod, handing SCP-8008 back to Dr. Sherman. He stores them safely in his breast pocket. Dr. Singer and I have decided that's the safest place for them. This is a bad idea. I don't know how, but it is. What other choice do we have? The mental image of SCP-682 loomed over us all. I set off down the hallway, signaling the other researchers to follow. I nod to the task force team leader as we go. The man is as solemn as granite. We could just wait for the task force personnel to do their jobs. I agree, but it's as if a cloud is hanging over me, blurring my thoughts. Am I just tired? Or is it something more insidious? What do you think? Should we talk to all three of the girls? You know what? Screw it. This is our test to see what the game involves. We're gonna talk to all of them. Then we might go down a specific route next time. This is just intro to the game. Normally it would take days to clear this kind of experiment with the higher ups. But with Dr. Fields gone, I'm the highest ranking researcher we've got. They're not taking any chances this time. Behind me I hear Dr. Sherman fake a cough to hide his grin. On the other side of us, a full legion of MTF guards watches us pass. Their black helmets and visors obscure their glares, but I can still feel the chill in the air. These men just lost friends because a researcher like me couldn't handle his assignment. I carefully step to avoid the electric rails set into the floor as we approach SCP-682's new containment chamber. We stop just inside the huge space. Before us sits a massive 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter cube of reinforced steel filled with hydrochloric acid. In the acid hangs SCP-682 itself. Suspended between life and death as its body regenerates, just as fast as the acid can eat it away. Dr. Sherman pulls out his notebook. As always, he'll be acting as my personal reality anchor. SCP-682, can you understand me? I've come to talk to you about SCP-173. A low chuckle resonates through the room. I can feel it in the soles of my feet. SCP-682 flicks its massive tail to slowly turn away from the view screen. Do you know what happened to it? No response. It's now floated so its back is fully facing us. We don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I'd been hoping to avoid this. Were you? He watches me carefully as he hands me the novelty glasses. You're not immune to it. I know that too well. With a deep breath, I put on SCP-8008. She's so big. In what ways? It takes me a moment to compose myself before I can speak. SCP-682. I need to know what happened during the breach. Her voice! It's not at all like I had expected. We asked nicely. You think that too? Oh, hi. Okay. So we know the personalities of them. 682 is the dominant one. 96 is shy. We're not entirely sure about Peanut. I've never seen such a hostile smile. From the corner of my eye, I see Dr. Sherman watching me carefully. But I need to stay focused on SCP-682. You cannot be trusted. The acid swirls in little eddies around her as she laughs. What could you possibly want, anyways? That I could give you, at least. If you were to tell us where SCP-173 is. I can hear the creaking of plastic as the task force personnel shift their weight around the room. Their guns are still lowered. For now. Doctor. Well, shit! Everyone in the room instinctively covered their ears. I want 1 hour in the sunlight. That is my offer. I relay the offer to Dr. Sherman. Out of the question. Out of the fucking question. You may not have the luxury of time. Disgusting human. Wait, you are not finished with it. You're demanding more? What? But me? You want me? Dr. Sherman's scribbling has stopped, waiting for my next words. I'm not sure I have a better option. Uh, sure. I accept. See you tomorrow. I remove SCP-8008 and hand it to Dr. Sherman for safekeeping. SCP-682's rumbling laughter follows us out of the chamber. I can't help but wonder if I'm making the right decision. Probably not. I'm choosing every single girl. And time is running out. Once we're out of earshot, the guards, Dr. Sherman. Once we're out of earshot of the guard, Dr. Sherman stops to look me dead in the eyes. You can't go through with this. It might be our best shot. He runs his hand through his hair. Alright, fine. I trust you. Prepare for tomorrow's dates? Let's call it a day. We're all exhausted. No one argues with that. We'll talk about this in the morning, alright? Dr. Sherman looked at me, then at Dr. Singer. He shrugs, looking just as exhausted as I feel. Okay, let's get you back to the medical ward. My eyes just closed just as soon as I tucked into bed. What a day. Everything swirls around in my mind as sleep overtakes me. Oh, okay. How about what? Get. Oh! Oh, shit! Um, okay. Oh. Get. What do you mean, get out? What is what? What is what? I said get out. Get. Apparently I'm gonna die then. How do I leave? Shut. But what the fuck is going on? Oh. Oh, hi. Um, just checking in. Hi. Where am I? Uh, what? The tunnels? Beneath the facility? I hear footsteps and shouting. Oh, hi. Is that? I hit the ground. What happened? I've fallen out of bed. The tile floor is cold on my cheek. Was that a nightmare? Or what was that nightmare? My wrist hurts. Probably ripped the IV out. And the heart rate monitor, considering the alarm telling me I flatlined. The door to my room flies open. Doctor! I look up to see my assistant silhouetted in the doorway. And the next moment, he's at my side. Oh, thank God. I thought, I'm fine. Just a nightmare. He looks at me strangely, somewhere between concern and relief. Some nightmare. Come on, let me help you. I sit on the edge of the bed, rubbing my sore wrist. The morning shift nurse arrives a moment later to check my vitals. Dr. Sherman hangs back, fidgeting with his favorite pen. Healthy as a horse? The nurse forces a smile for my benefit, but says nothing. Then Dr. Sherman and I are alone, yet again. It was SCP-173. Dr. Sherman looked up at me. In my nightmare, that is. She's down in the tunnels. I think I even know where. No, you don't. It was just a dream. I'm not sure anymore. I sigh, weighing our options. We could give SCP-682 its hour of sunlight and pray it doesn't kill us all in the process. Or give SCP-096 its bird and pray it doesn't kill us all in the process. All our options kind of suck. Dr. Sherman actually laughed at that. You're right about that. So what should we do? Oh, okay. I think this is officially where I get to choose who I'm going after. Uh, we're gonna go into the tunnels. We prepare for the descent into the tunnels beneath the facility as quickly as possible. Dr. Stinger, Sherman, and I are kitted with industrial strength flashlights and rations, just in case. We're also outfitted with head-mounted radios, which should work even deep underground. I feel like a D-class. I grin, but Dr. Stinger is stone-faced. The 6 task force personnel assigned to us don't seem to find it any funnier. I really wish I had a way to track SCP-173, other than acting as live bait. We need to stick together down there. Personnel have gotten lost in these tunnels. Why exactly did we build this site on top of a cave system again? That's actually a fair question. Someone above our pay grade probably knows. Great. One more thing to worry about down there. Horrors in the dark? Check. He's fiddling with SCP-8008, which is tucked into his breast pocket. We head down the last flight of stairs into the tunnels. Down here, the metal floors give way to rough stone. It's humid down here, and cold. Every time I exhale, a little cloud of water vapor is illuminated by my flashlight. We travel for some time through the seemingly endless tunnels, always heading down. We pass through several task force waypoint camps, which have been set up to coordinate the search. The men watch us with dull eyes. There are no injured among them. But what they're tracking doesn't leave injured. Down. All the way down. It must have been at least an hour. My shoulders are aching from the tension. We come to a passage with nearly a dozen offshoot tunnels. I have no idea which way we should go. We all stop in our trucks, suddenly on high alert. The task force personnel scan the darkness with their flashlights, or with their gun-mounted flashlight. The slim beams of light are insignificant in the oppressive blackness. What is it? Where's Sherman? We all look at each other. Dr. Sherman isn't here. Sherman? We need to backtrack. We have to. Nobody move. She says it so calmly that everyone freezes instantly. Her eyes are so wide as she looks among task force personnel. They look equally terrified. I thought we only had 6 task force members with us. In the space of an instant, the man standing next to me is turned into a red slurry. It sprays the side of my face. Run! Singer and I book it for a random exit. I'm not even sure where we're going. Down. We're still going. Dr. Singer goes down behind me. Something has her leg. I can't see. And then she's gone. For a long moment, everything is perfectly silent. Only my own ragged breathing echoing back to me. Then I hear a quiet scraping noise. I run as fast as I can. My lungs are burning. My legs are screaming. A sudden drop in the path sends me sprawling. My wrist! A wave of nausea rolls through me as I curl on the ground, protecting my arm. Yeah, my wrist is broken. I can't. I look up. This is the cavern from my dream. And there, at the far end, is SCP-173. I almost don't even recognize it. And there in front of it is Dr. Sherman. Theron! He turns to look and... What? Where am I? This place seems familiar. Where's Dr. Sherman? Where's SCP-173? Where's... Okay. Forget about the... Okay. Oh my. Okay. Your friend is talking to me. Out there in reality. Okay. Whatever that even is. He's trying to convince me to spare you. How sweet. How stupid. But we're friends. So I'll give you a deal. Let's have a staring contest. If you move, I'll kill him. If you don't, I'll take you instead. Oh! Ready? Go. Uh... SCP-8008 log date, November 1st, 1999. The final 2 researchers were never recovered from the tunnels. Dr. Sherman was found wandering in the dark sometime later, wearing SCP-8008. He is physically unharmed, but redacted by the redacted. SCP-173 has been recontained. The next cohort of researchers will be brought in shortly to continue work on SCP-8008. Did I die? The rest of the data is expunged. Try again. Oh no, you got dead. Going to the tunnels. So, we're just gonna skip through this. Alright. Hello. Okay. You need me. I've been watching you. Your friend is talking to me. Yep, we know. Out there in reality. Whatever that even is. If you move, you'll kill him. If you don't, I'll take you instead. Ready? Go. I can't move. You really do care about me, don't you? I knew it all along. I can't. Suddenly, I feel her lips against my. Yes! Let's go! I feel. I. SCP 8008 log date November 1st, 1999. SCP 173 has been recontained. Maybe. You popped into the end. We just got a kiss from SCP 173. Dr. Singer was never recovered from the tunnels. Dr. Sherman was found wandering in the dark sometime later. He seemed to have no memory of what transpired and is being interrogated. The final researcher is to be considered MIA. SCP-8008 log date November 22nd of 1999. The final researcher has been found alive and wearing SCP-8008. The researcher seems unchanged, but any attempt to remove the glasses results in an immediate cardiac arrest. Testing must continue. The rest of the data has been expunged. Alrighty. I'm actually gonna call it there, cause I need to have dinner and get ready for D&D later tonight. So thank you guys for whoever lurked and whoever joined. Uh that is one of, I believe, four routes that you can actually take. Because I'm pretty sure you can romance all three of the SCPs. I'm pretty sure there's a route that you choose to not give in to SCP-808. So we will need to see those other ones going forward. But for now, I'm gonna head out. I don't know of anybody that's actively streaming that we can go raid. So we're just gonna head out. Have a great night, guys.